Who's got school spirit? Not me. You guys, this episode is insane. I want to let you know that my shows are literally just a few weeks away and they're selling out. And I'm so excited to come and meet you all in Portland, San Francisco, and finally New York City is on sale. All of those are available at estheronice.com. This is the time to buy them if you're coming. It's just a few weeks away and they're very close to being sold out. And also sleepoverbyesther.com for the new drop of, oh my God, the grape wine, like it's called I Spilled My Grandma's Wine Sweatsuit. I've been living in it. I'd be wearing it now, but George has me in a cheerleader's outfit.
No swearing in the first 5 minutes of...
Bleep it out, George! See you guys.
All right, Sluggies, come see me live. I am coming to a club near you, hopefully. You can see me next October 22nd through 23rd in San Antonio, Texas at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. I will be bringing Josh Potter with me. I'll be at Skankfest November 5th through 7th in Houston, Texas. I'll be at the House of Comedy in Plano November 11th through 14th. Irvine Improv December 2nd. I'll be back in Texas at Cap City in Austin, December 9th through 11th. I will be in New Jersey, September 16th through 18th at Bananas Comedy Club. And that's then the new year. Just look it up online at annieletterman.com/shows. I've got a bunch more up there. Come see me. It's so fun.
Esther, how are you?
I'm so good. I feel insane. How are you?
Usually when people feel insane, they don't feel so good.
No. And for me, insane is usually good. The only bad thing to be for me is bored. I don't want to ever be bored, but if I'm like crazy, that's good.
You know why?
Why?
Because you're broken. Because I learned this when I went to a facility with Bobby. Healing is in the boredom. We always label peace and quiet and self-reflection as boredom.
Yes.
Chaos is in the, all of the insanity you're feeling is because a lot of things are happening. You probably feel a little untethered and it's fun and it's a little destructive.
So I am, are you saying I am bipolar, manic depressive?
I would say you're really riding on a mania right now.
No, I'm genuinely not even like that. No, I'm not. Stop. No, I'm just, you stop right there. Honestly.
I enjoy my mania. I have no shame in my mania.
No. I'm just excited to tell you, because it's on theme. I have something to share about high school. We're in our cheerleading outfits.
Right.
I'm really excited to get it off my chest.
Welcome, by the way, to the cheerleader episode of Trash Tuesday.
Rah, rah. Shish kumbah. I don't know. You were not a cheerleader.
Look at my shoulders and ask me that question again. The
what
width of my back.
Look at your hot body and ask you, are you a cheerleader?
Well, no, this is a rig, Esther. This is made for the pool. When you have a wide back and you look the way I do, I should be in a sport in the water, is what I'm saying.
If you think that I ever, before deciding if I can do something, look at my body and say should I or shouldn't I? Fuck no. I'm a 5 foot tall girl who tried to be a Rockette for years.
Wait, but that's a perfect height to be a Rockette, right?
No, Rockettes, you literally have to be 5'9" or you can't apply.
Wait, but it's so rare to have super tall gymnasts, right?
Rockettes are dancers.
But don't they have usually some background in
They can.
I always just assume dancers have a background in some gymnastics. And doesn't gymnastics sort of stunt your growth?
Look, if you want to get technical, Rockettes must be between 5'6" and 5'10". I had literally zero chance and I was let me just see.
Why don't you get your bones stretched in China?
Is that real? Because when I was little, my dad was like, you could go in a stretching machine. And I was like, really? And he's like, I made it up.
I saw this thing on Instagram where this guy gained 5 inches. He was 5'3" and now he's 5'8". He's about my height now. Limb lengthening.
This can't be safe.
It can't be.
Why do you always know the unsafe ways to improve?
The Asians, They tell me.
Yes.
They feed me this information. My Asian mafia does.
And the Jews are we're just going to stay as we are. We're we know what we are. There's not really much we can do to fix. Okay, can I tell you this crazy thing that happened? I told you how recently I reconnected with one of my best guy friends from high school.
Is that the one who professes love for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I hung out with him like a couple weeks ago in my hometown, he was like, by the way, I have this video that you made senior year for like a project. And I was like, oh my God, I've actually been looking for that video. He had like all the raw footage from this like senior project I made. It's my high school boyfriend interviewing me, asking me questions about my high school experience.
Yeah.
And I'm so weird and goofy and like I talk like a baby, like, but I look exactly how I do now. Like it's so weird to watch.
Of course you look exactly like you
like
do
I
now.
literally look exactly the same. And there's like, then there you cut to me like walking around my high school. So it was so cool. Like I'm like had this time capsule. I'm watching it this weekend when I was in Mexico. And all of a sudden it cuts to 3 seconds of me having graphic sex with my high school boyfriend.
Stop. He used the same tape?
Literally as though it's a nightmare or a movie that I'm in where the worst case scenario happens. It's 3 seconds of me crawling fucking butt-ass naked up my boyfriend in high school's body and starting to make out with him. We're mid-graphic sex.
You are the sex tape kind of gal.
Only in high school.
Yes.
I literally cut it off after high school because I told Dave what happened and he was like, what? I was like, Dave, you cannot film that stuff. But I just couldn't fucking believe it. So basically I'm guessing like this was my tape.
Can I watch?
I will show it to you.
Okay.
I have it digitized. Of course. That's how I got to see it. And then I told my friend, I was like, just so you know, and he said he had no idea. He'd never watched the tape.
Are you sure about that?
Doesn't that seem like a lie?
It does seem like a lie.
And he was like, I won't watch it. I was like, I don't care. I was like, you already have it. I was so freaked out when I saw it. And then I came to terms. I was like, my friend Ben already has this tape. He's allowed to look at it, like, but no one else can see it. I think it might be like illegal child porn.
Yes.
I just couldn't believe what I saw. And honestly, at first I was like, oh my God, holy shit. And then later as like, it was sitting with me, I feel traumatized by it. Like to see my teen self like fucking some dude and like my body looked so good.
How traumatized were you?
My
really?
God, my body looks so Khalyla, my ass and my perky fucking tits, and I was skinny as fuck. I look so good.
Beauty is wasted on the youth.
I look so good, and I'm like, I'm just fucking this guy. Like it's traumatizing.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen yourself having sex with an ex?
Yes.
You're like, yes, I jerk off to it.
I do. Depends which ex. No, usually like, here's what I'll say about that, Esther. I think that there is something traumatizing because you're not in a place of like feeling sure about yourself at that age at all.
Yes.
And the way you describe it, like you're crawling. Imagine all the angst and insecurity we felt at that time, even around the idea of sex and boys liking us back and just all of it, right? So that probably throws you back there.
Yes, and it looks like I'm like this like performative like sexual being, but I'm like I'm an actual legal child.
I need you to sign a consent before I watch this because I feel like I'd be watching kiddie porn.
I actually want nothing more than for you to watch it and then to get your opinion on it because it's to me so graphic.
Are you going to delete it? Tell me the truth.
No, I'm not going to delete it. That's the truth.
Okay.
Because I have it on
respect it.
one big file with all this other like high school gold that's going to be used for something. I don't know what, but.
Okay, why don't you split it into 2 separate digitized things so you don't have to watch one with the other? In the
Why?
event that you want to watch the high school stuff and not the crawling on someone's body stuff.
I feel like once you've seen it and like you can handle it. Like I don't need to. But one thing is I told Dave and I was like, Dave, do you want to see it? And at first he was like, I don't see why not. And then he was like, actually, no.
Yeah.
Like, would you?
Well, here's what I'll say about Bobby. He did find some pictures of me in Mexico as a 17-year-old. Now I was actually 18 already at this time, but I was at Papas and Beer and I had my top off at a bar and I had some random boobs sucking on my tits because that's where the tequila or the salt was. They put the salt rim around my tits. Some dude was about to take a shot. And he was genuinely like sad.
What do you explain?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him, but he was just like, I don't know what it is. He's like, I wish I'd never seen that. Like, you were a child, that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just made him sad. He was like, mm-mm.
I think that this would make Dave really like depressed.
Yeah.
But I still want to show it to him badly because I look so good.
Are you going to trick him into watching it?
No, I'm not evil. That's like sickening. What you just suggested is very ill. And I'm not that level. But part of me wants him to see how hot I was. But also that's crazy.
Because you're hot now.
Yeah, to him, for sure.
I actually think I'd be willing to bet you're hotter now than you've ever been.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I do actually believe hotness comes from your essence.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my essence is super hot right now.
I feel I've never felt hotter in my life.
I agree. You are so fucking hot. The lights dim. The music plays.
Yeah. Show me that tape, Esther.
No, your essence is as hot as it's ever been. No, yours.
But I do have, we didn't have the fancy gadgets in Blair High School. So all we didn't have the fancy cell phones. We couldn't record ourselves having sex.
This
but
was
there
on a video camera, just to clarify.
We didn't have like money for that.
Fair enough.
Didn't have a computer, didn't have that stuff. But my ex-boyfriend Sergio did have a Polaroid camera. And he did take, the craziest nudes of me. Like, I was just so down at that age. I don't know how. I was like, yeah, take a close-up shot of my pussy lips.
Oh my God.
You're like, just up close, just get into that fucking cervix. Like, I was just insane, apparently. Like, I would never allow anyone to do that unless for like medical purposes now.
Yeah, no.
I'm all about the silhouette now. I'm like, no, take it from afar.
I agree.
Throw on 6 filters.
It is about the silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is, it's weird when you're actually a kid and you are able to do all these sexual things and it's like you're not all there, bro.
I'm not. I mean, I would have sex like in like a dugout in a baseball field. You know, like the craziest places that I would resort to just get it in because I was just a horny teenager is kind of embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't for the thrill of being like exhibitionist. It was because I had nowhere else to fuck.
It's embarrassing, and I'm glad we're sharing it with the 200,000 people who will watch this video next Tuesday.
So my final take on this whole thing, and maybe Annie will have a different take on it when she gets here, is that it's nice. The time capsule thing I'm really happy for.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And you know what I really like is the fact that you felt good watching an older version of yourself. Because when I watched a video of myself in high school, I think I cried for 3 days.
Why?
I could not recognize who she was. All I saw was somebody with a very thick accent trying to sound like a valley girl, trying to like mask an accent. And everything came flooding back and I wanted to die watching it.
Because you were so humiliated.
Humiliated. Oh my goodness.
This is like from a different time. You look like one that died in 1920.
What do I look like?
Wow, I'm just only saying your eye makeup.
So there are eras of
Almost say stand
cheerleading,
up.
Annie?
Wait,
What?
I love that.
We're from different eras of cheerleading.
I love that you did the classic thing today of being late, but with Starbucks in your hand.
Starbucks became, I will tell you this, Starbucks came way before the lateness. Starbucks was very early this morning.
It has kind of a Bulls vibe to it, so that's why I really like it.
Oh, like what were those? The Lovables.
I think
Is that
she
what
meant
they
like
were?
the Chicago Bulls, right?
Yeah, Chicago Bulls.
No, the Lovables were the Chicago Bulls dance.
Like LA, like the Laker girls?
I don't know that. I'm not going to know that.
I used to babysit for a Lovable, and she was so gorgeous.
Wait, you
You're
babysat a
Yeezys
lovable
with the
or a
No, I
lovable
was her
child?
babysitter for her babies.
Oh, okay, got it.
Show us these. Now, I saw these in your pictures from Adam Devine's wedding.
Yes.
Did you wear them with a dress?
I did. I wore them with a skirt.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Esther, I know that you wanted desperately to be a Rockette. Could you show us an audition
Yeah, show us
right now?
some. Will you teach us to? You have cute little strong legs.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Explain.
They're
Tell
like
me
you-
more.
You look like maybe you ran once, but we know you didn't. Like maybe you went on a bike or.
It's honestly from ballet from high school. It's still.
Do you have fucked up toes from like? Did you ever do point?
I did do point, but my toes didn't get fucked up from it. Well, this is actually cheer. This is palms because I was on the palm squad.
Love the unshaved armpits. Mine too.
I thought I shaved yesterday.
Wait. Do you guys have 5 o'clock shadow every time you shave?
Yes.
I can't do a kick in this.
Well, we'll blur it out.
Show us your lab. Pop a lab.
Stop! Don't say that. Ow!
Did you snag a lab?
No, I forgot that I forgot I've been having restless leg syndrome.
Sit down. Esther, you are my restless leg syndrome.
No, I literally didn't sleep at all last night. I need to
Because your legs were moving? Of course you would have restless leg.
No, do you know what I'm talking about? Where
Yeah.
like you get these tingles all your
She
lower
knows
And you
back.
fake.
feel the
What
urge
you-
to like run and move.
What
and
do I have?
restless leg syndrome.
How do I make it go away? I couldn't
More weed.
sleep.
My sister has really bad restless leg syndrome because she has a bad back and she injured it really young. So I don't know. She hasn't found a solution. But when she does, I'll let you know.
I just want to be clear. I believe in restless leg syndrome. I do not believe in Esther's restless leg syndrome.
No, I had
Too
it.
convenient for
I
someone
had
like
it
you.
once like 5 years ago, and then it went away really easily. But it's back, and it sucks.
Do you think it's like your body wants to move?
Yes, that's
Your
my
body's like-
theory.
No.
I think maybe you don't move enough and your body's like, it's time.
That's
We
why
need
your
to
legs
move.
are good.
I was hoping it's because I was on a plane yesterday, and maybe that triggered it. Is that you're
Tell
not-
us about your trip. by
I
the way.
usually get restless leg after a big heavy night out of drinking, and that my knees and legs feel weird at when I'm hungover.
It's just
and I can't
Jaeger in your
sleep.
ankles.
Just gout, but like instead of like just Jaeger around my joints.
Jaeger in your joints?
There's so much butt cheek hanging. I wish you guys could see.
Oh,
I wore a
know.
little short.
This
Annie,
is way too small.
Give
I
us
have-
a breakdown, please. God,
the
your
outfit?
fucking thighs are fucking epic.
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
God!
I wanted to wear pantyhose. I was trying to get like a Dallas Cowboys / Hooters kind of vibe with the legs, with the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then I put the shorts on underneath, and I ordered this online. It's just so short.
And what does it say in the front? Because your hair is covering it.
It says "Daddy."
Oh, that's sick. That's so
See,
sick.
it's just like, imagine I wasn't wearing the shorts.
I mean,
My ass hair would be poking in the face.
Tell us about Mexico.
okay, so I went to Mexico for Adam Devine's wedding. I was so excited to go to a
Where in
fancy-
Mexico, Cabo?
Cabo, at a really nice resort. It was so beautiful.
It looked so
I've never gone on a real vacation. Like
You've been to Mexico though.
I have been in high school. I went once. I mean, no, I went in college twice with my parents. So it was very much like the third wheel vibe. But it was so fun. Eric Griffin was there. Adam Ray was there.
Adam
Adam
Devine was there.
Devine was there. It was just really fun. I don't know. Oh my God. Adam and Blake, a few people came up to me, and Adam Ray, and everyone was so complimentary of Trash Tuesday.
Come on, boys. Let's do a Workaholics episode.
That's been off the air for 5 years.
But it's still good. And what if I was like, I love it's my favorite show?
No, I would love to have them on this though. I almost was like, wow, if you love it so much, but I was like, I'll play it cool. But no, they were everyone at the wedding was, not everyone, but all the comedy people were like made a point.
In the middle of he was like, and grab her hand. First, I do want to say, before they kiss, I want to say I love Trash Tuesdays. And help me. Sometimes your friends cannot hear you complain more. Khalyla, you've had to set some boundaries with me before.
You guys, if you are a fan of the show, you know that myself, Annie, and Esther, we have a
We got
long
problems.
list of problems. And there is no shame in upping your mental wellness game. And we at this show do it with BetterHelp.
Check out betterhelp.com/Trash Tuesday.
So a lot of things interfere with my happiness. I know that I go through, especially right now in the fall, I have seasonal
Affective disorder.
affective disorder. I have the SADS. And it really ramps up in November, right around my birthday. And I think and Annie has her own set of issues as well. And that's what interferes with ours. But BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Connect in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. You can send a message to your counselor anytime and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions because sometimes I don't want to see anybody.
No.
And those phone sessions really come in handy.
Let traffic be the only thing that's blocking you.
Anything you share is confidential. It's convenient, professional, affordable.
You guys, we want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/Trash Tuesday. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Trash Tuesday.
We're all trying to eat better. Listen, I'm getting high. I'm smoking weed. I don't know what to eat. Okay. I'm running around my house. I'm getting top ramen. I'm eating Funyuns. I'm eating things that are not good for you.
I have a solution to your munchies. Why not, instead of grabbing that cereal with a chock full of sugar, that you just reach for that magic box of Magic Spoon?
I'm so down. I can't even here, when I put things away in my cabinet, I don't think of them when I'm high. I'm gonna put my Magic Spoon out on the.
You know what my
counter
mom
now.
does for me? She makes Rice Krispie treats using Magic Spoon, and it's just I get to eat it without the guilt
great
of all
idea.
the sugars. Growing up, cereal was one of the best parts of being a kid. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
But why did we have to give it up?
it was bad for us. We couldn't do it anymore. It's like, what are we gonna eat?
We're all trying to eat better, but healthy breakfast doesn't have to be boring. Magic Spoon has the amazing flavors you love, but without all the bad stuff. And it's amazing as a midnight snack. It has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. Only 140 calories a serving.
It's keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, and low carb. Come on now.
What I love about it is that you can actually build your own box depending on which flavors you love. And they have flavors from cocoa to fruity, frosted for a very simple gal like me. I love the frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, cinnamon, cookies and cream, and maple waffle.
We also just want you guys to know that Magic Spoon has brought back the 2 most popular flavors, cookies and cream and maple waffle, and they are now here to stay.
So you guys can go to magicspoon.com/Tuesday to grab a custom bundle of cereal and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code Tuesday at checkout to save $5 off your order. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product. It's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/Tuesday and use the code Tuesday to save $5 off. We thank Magic Spoon for sponsoring this episode, and we love them so much.
Wait,
Did they have like a cool, what do you call the person that marries you? Priest?
Oh, no, it was Adam Ray officiated it.
Oh, I know.
And he did great. He was funny.
I was wondering if you guys would ever be interested in officiating a wedding. And do you think you'd be good at it?
Are you going to make us compete to officiate your wedding? I would love to. Of course I would be good at it.
I would be really good at it too, in ways you wouldn't even expect.
Like how, Esther?
I can't even explain it.
Like you wouldn't expect her to be good and then she would do it. You would expect her to not show up and then she'd be there.
Opening with complaining about your restless leg syndrome.
I would just work so tirelessly on it because I know how good they have to be for it, and it needs to be, it really needs to be good.
I do blame the person who marries the people if they get a divorce.
Why?
Well, it's just your fault. You're supposed to, this is your sealing, your bonding of the whole situation. If you didn't do it, you could read some of your poetry. Do you have blonde hair now?
I don't. That's just an extension.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
thought you were doing Esther's hair.
Although I did used to have ashy highlights, but I feel like that phase is over.
I want you to do chunky highlights. Because
I did, but high school I was all about the chunky. I just don't think I could pull it off now.
Your eye makeup looks great.
Thank you, Annie.
You did a good
I
job.
want to just go back. I will say that it did feel like I was at like a Workaholics, like I was in like the wedding episode.
Did they seat you guys
They
together?
were all. What do you mean?
The
you guys?
comics.
No. I was shocked I wasn't at Eric Griffin's table. Eric Griffin was at the table with Rebel Wilson, and I was with Blake and some of Blake's friends, and obviously Dave, because Dave is. I only know those guys through Dave, because Dave wrote on the first 2 seasons, I think, and they're all so, like, I love the brotherhood of that they have.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's inspiring to me, like, that we need to have that for us.
Which
for our
one are we?
gender.
Which one of them are we?
You're Adam, because you're like the wild, crazy one.
But you're short.
Don't you fucking say Eric's character.
No, you're not
Oh my God.
Montez.
Montez.
You're Crystalia. You're Crystalia's character.
No, but do you know what's so funny is when we got there, Dave saw Eric Griffin. He's like, Montez. And I'm like, that's what you know him as.
Yeah.
Like I see him every night.
I do think I'm Durs.
Okay. Why?
Anders. Yeah, George is nodding his head.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I'm like kind of the nerdiest of the bunch. And Durs, I feel like, is like gets it done.
It's so weird what you think you are. I'm always so surprised.
Do you think I'm a jock? Annie thinks I'm a jock. So
I think she's a jock.
I don't think you are in the Workaholics
Anything.
world. Or
I'm
actually,
not.
you're Montez.
You're definitely Montez.
I'm just kidding. You're not Montez. You're probably
What was
Jillian
Eric-
Bell's character.
What was Eric's character? Was
Just
he
like the goofy guy in the office. He's just Eric Griffin.
That's definitely not me. He's himself, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have to be Blake then.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm drinking you in. Drinking you in. She's always in Hawaii, coming back glowing.
Do I look pregnant again?
No, you look great. You didn't look pregnant last time. You looked like you had gotten fillers or something, or Botox.
Oh,
Which
from
she
Hawaii.
didn't.
And from
Yes,
Hawaii, you mean?
Yes.
So the tan will do, but my tan has faded. So the fillers, the Botox look is gone. I hold this, by the way, because my hands sweat a lot. So if you ever see that and it annoys you, trust me, this is a coping mechanism.
We've been through this.
Yeah, I know. I just
I
need to
am
remind
convinced-
people.
But I want everyone to know that she has a hole. That's how,
I'm convinced
that's how
that
traumatized
all
she
of
is.
your like ailments are things that just make you hotter to men because like you have sweaty hands, so it's like
Looks
easier
like
to
she
give a
jerked
hand
guys off,
job.
yeah.
Like
It's true.
you said that you can't grow your vagina hair.
Yeah, that is true. God is just gifting me all of these
But
amazing
that ass
things.
hair really does grow.
But ass hair is a problem.
It's throwing out.
You know what? I hate to tell you guys, but that's coming. The growth has stopped there too.
Well, I manscaped. I do a light manscaping, and then I kind of just let.
Let's
the
be
rest
honest,
go.
there's nothing light about your manscaping. You
No,
are,
the LED light.
I did a
Let's
medical
just
grade.
say I manscape, but it's very sloppy. Guys do have power when they make you feel a little like they could leave you at any point. Like the fact that I know Todd will be with me till my last breath, I really do very little for him.
It
of
is
that.
true. They got to keep you kind of thirsty.
Yeah.
He needs to flirt with someone in front of me or something. He's such a good boy. I'm like, you got to do something.
Why is that? God, that is a terrible thing about me.
What?
Is that when I'm shown like total love and devotion, it's almost like I don't know what to do with it because it's not what I'm familiar with. Like my mom kept me thirsty for her love. I'm still thirsty for her, like some validation from her. So it's like those are the types of relationship I had growing up. So it's the
Yeah.
same ones that I have with men. So my ex was probably the greatest guy you could ever meet. I just could not get there.
Yeah.
And because I was young and stupid, maybe now.
Let's try it. Let's bring him back on.
But why are
Bobby's
you?
down.
Why does it work with Bobby, but it didn't work with the ex?
Because he keeps me so thirsty. He gives me no love and affection. I'm just
Bobby-
always like, can you just touch my hair today? I have a question for you guys. If you were to ask one of your exes what your ass tastes like, what would they say?
What? Who are you?
First of all,
We were
first
talking
of
about
all,
ass
can
hair
I
and
just
it got
tell
me-
you? No. I saw my ex the other night.
Oh, you did.
So I see him. Okay, so I'm with Todd. We're out smoking weed after the show, after my spot. And my ex-boyfriend comes to the Comedy Store, and he calls me over, right? And I go to Todd. I go, I'm gonna go talk to him. So I walk over to my ex-boyfriend, thinking I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I just thought it was gonna be good. He goes, hey, do you want to see this thing I made? And I said no, I don't want to see it. And he started explaining it to me rather than showing it to me. And I couldn't believe it. And I was so high and I didn't want to talk to him at all. And I started like recoiling, and this open micer who was like rolling a blunt next to us was like, he walked away and he goes, was that guy a manager? And I go, no, he's a comedian, which was perfect also. I was like, oh my God, nobody knows who he is. And he like, and I go, no. And he goes, why was that so crazy? And I went, he's my ex-boyfriend. And he was like, that's why you were recoiling. I was recoiling the whole time. I was like this. He was speaking at me. I hated every second of it. I kept trying to say things to him, and it felt like my words would come out and they weighed too much to like keep going. So they would fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Like I would just be like, like I just have nothing. My energy cannot be near him.
I feel very protective of you when you talk about like even being around him because of how toxic you described it. Like
And
just even
takes two to have a crazy rager.
I realize that, but like some of like the sexual stuff that you talk to me about makes me want to fucking cry. And I think that's
Yeah.
what your body probably responds to.
Whoa.
I mean, it could be. I mean, I think it might be, but it's just, I can't believe, what I feel is not like anything about him. It's more like sadness for who I was, that I dated this person, that I was with
Yes.
this person for so long, that I idolized this person. I
Yeah.
loved this person.
Yeah.
This is very on trend with what we were talking about before you got here, because I fucking watched a tape of mine from high school, and intercut, not fully taped over, was 3 seconds of graphic sex with my high school boyfriend. Yeah.
You're secretly the biggest slut in this whole crew. It's really, you're the go-go queen. She's her little bell. Fuck you. Sick of your shit. She's
Ring the
woman
bell, Esther.
with a graphic sex tape.
Is that the first time you've rung the bell on yourself?
You baby slut.
But like at first it's like, oh my God, my body's hot, amazing. And then you're like, oh, I feel sick. I was like there to have sex with this gross guy.
Can we show the clip? Pull the clip up.
Like no disrespect to him, but like I don't know. It was just it made me uncomfortable, and I thought about it later, and it made me feel sad.
It's just like you're seeing this version of yourself or something.
Like imagine if you saw yourself having sex with one of these.
It's disgusting.
Why is that? It's so bad.
I just realized that I was in a relationship for 2 years with someone that did not give a fuck anything I said, anything I wanted, anything I needed was not even. And if he did, it was because it was like to feed him being able to tell me more. But as someone who talks at people, I can also understand that. So.
But you know what's good about you is that you listen. And there's pieces of information that I've thrown at you where I'm like, how the fuck does she remember that? And now I'm like insecure that I'm like, what have I said to Annie? Because you retain stuff.
Yeah, you're not a talker who doesn't also listen.
Yeah.
Like you do both.
You are good at getting information out. I don't know if you keep
Obsessively
it,
good.
but I don't know if you keep it. You've never thrown it back at me.
I definitely keep it, and I don't use it against you and throw it back at you. No.
I've definitely like been in conversations with you where I've gotten off the phone and gone, I don't think she said one word except, oh, really? What else? And I'm like, what is she doing? Is she writing a book?
No, that is truly my jam. Like I love to just, I mean, I feel like you're like me too. We talk about this all the time. It's like, I just am a listener and I love to ask questions. And like you also, there's a reason like we have a podcast. It's like also you have a lot to say, you know? And
You're a machine.
And people are interested.
Yeah.
I wasn't alone. That was just me discovering that we should do a podcast.
Did you learn that skill set to extract info?
No, I think that's literally just who I am.
Yeah.
It's not like a skill to me.
Yeah.
So one of your parents do it?
My mom's super nosy and like
Yeah.
is a big listener.
Yeah.
Is she a big gossiper?
No, she's so genuine. Like she just loves to listen. That I truly, it's not a gossip thing for me.
But I
It's like,
love that.
I love to just listen and learn about people. It's to me that's better than like watching a TV show.
I yearn for someone like your mom because my family, the women in my family, couldn't shut the fuck up about other people.
Yeah.
Like it was just
know,
it was
it's
like
hard.
always gossip central, and it drives me crazy. Like even my mom now, like I wish we had deeper conversations. Like it's so superficial. It's always about who's gained weight, whether it's a
yeah.
celebrity or someone we know, who's broken up with who's like in financial ruin.
Yeah, it's always like look
Come
how
on,
bad they're doing.
That's
It's like-
fun.
It does uplift you a little. It gives you a little boost. Yeah, I always
tell her, it's like, Ma, you know, like you're operating on like the lowest frequency, right? Where you're just
Yeah.
talking about other people.
I
She's like, oh, I don't care.
I feel still because I'm working on my gossiping and I'm working on like just that the activity of it when it's like completely separate from everything else. Like it's one thing when you're like hanging out with someone, you're working on something, you do a little gossiping during it or whatever. But when your whole hang is a gossip, like from start to finish, you're just talking shit. Like remember that girl I used to be friends with? That was how we became friends. And when we ended up not being friends anymore, it was like, of course this friendship wasn't gonna last because it was completely based on like just trashing everyone all the time, which listen, we're comics. We can do it well. We have like good cadence.
It can be very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I want it out of my life, but I've realized like I've been noticing more what I hate is when my friends gossip about someone I've never met where I'm like, there's no productivity. We
Yeah.
can't like talk through it. We can't I like to gossip with like a goal of getting through it.
Yeah.
And figuring out what is the thing about that person that's like reflecting on you. Like, how do you get out of this? What does this mean about you? So, but when my friend will she'll like bring up a girl I'm not friends with, and she'll just be telling me about like what happened to that girl one day.
Like, who
And I'm like,
cares?
what?
That's
This is literally a waste of time. I don't know that person.
it couldn't be more true. I cannot stand people who go on and on and on about a Sheila that I've never met. And I'm like, who the fuck is Sheila? Like, why do I care?
And then
You know?
they need you to care with them. Like I have
And
a
I'm
friend
like, yeah.
she'll be like, you're not even gonna believe what happened to this girl. Like she went out one night and this girl said something about her ex. And I'm like, I don't know this girl. I didn't know she was married. And then I'll go, oh, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
And then it's like very like, well, I'm upset. I'm like, but why are you upset about a thing that has nothing to do? If you have a problem with this person,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about that all night. Did something happen to you with this person that you want to talk through? But there's no like.
Our longest conversations between the three of us, like my favorite thing was when I told you about this one person and I felt really sort of like, oh, like, I don't know about this person, but this person, I feel like she's doing this and that, and you guys just backed me up and validated it with your own story.
You don't even
Well,
have to tell me who because I know.
And I was like, oh my God, I don't feel crazy. I love those instances where I'm like, am I feeling crazy? But I feel like this person is doing this. And then you guys give me your own stories about.
That's what I get into too, because I'm genuinely like not that. I'm a listener, but I'm not really like out for the gossip. I actually would much rather sit and have Annie tell me like all about herself. Like, that's so much more interesting.
Well, good thing. I got a lot to say about me.
You're in the right place. But on the other side of that is like when there's like, if someone is actually like has been mean to you and done something bad to you, and then you hear that they did something bad to someone else then it's time to be like, all right, here's what happened.
Well, Todd always says this. He says he got scammed once really bad. I can't remember what it was. It was someone... Like he got scammed in like a really like kind of obvious way where someone like wanted to borrow money from him. It was just some random thing where he got scammed, and he said, once you get scammed, you just want to find other people that got scammed.
It's
like,
true.
It just feels so bad. You just want to know another person has that
Hell
feeling.
yeah. By the way, that's literally why you guys talking about being molested is fucking genius and incredible for the world.
Thank you so much.
No, because other people want to hear that.
Yeah.
That is, and most people don't want to say that.
Not anymore. Not at my shows. Not in my meet and greets. Like that. We got some meaty meet and greets. We get to it.
Should I call an ex and ask him how my asshole tastes?
Oh, you
my
really
God!
will
She had a goal here.
Well, no, it's just because like Bobby has never ever.
What?
He's never even tasted it.
Your ass?
Never.
Why not?
He's kind of a prude, actually. Like he's not a like we freaky role play, but we don't like do like a lot of freaky things.
You don't Tootsie Roll play.
Unless you guys want to eat my asshole. And
I would literally eat your ass. I don't care.
Oh my God, you guys. And again, we bring us back to our OnlyFans. Guys, it's going to be $5,000
It's not even sexual. I would just want to like taste it. It wouldn't even be like, I would not be getting it off. I would just be like, this is cool. I like that I'm doing this. I would eat your ass.
Are you being a pick-me?
No,
gay?
I would eat your ass too if I knew for sure that you had showered recently.
Wait, is that a pick-me girl thing to say?
Pick-me gay, I said. Esther, it's weird that every episode there's some sort of like proposition that you'll crawl over and do something sexual to someone.
I just think like a woman's asshole is probably very clean. Like I know what I do. Mine's very clean. I trust I don't think it's that big of a deal.
There's no way your asshole is really clean. I've seen the state of your hair on the top of your head. You think the private parts are cleaner than the outward parts?
They are.
That's sick.
Would you not eat Khalyla's ass? Seriously, think about it for a second. You wouldn't just be
There's always a price.
No.
There's always a price.
So this is purely
for
financial.
ratings?
For ratings.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, and it would just be a very
Listen, I've never said no to eating tarantulas. Do you think I'm not going to eat an asshole? I'll do whatever anyone asks me to do. I've never backed down.
Is that the snack for the day? Each other's assholes? Is that the food challenge? You guys, today's episode is sponsored by our friends at Manscaped, the leaders in men's below-the-waist grooming. It's back to school time, and we want to make sure your man is packing the essentials to have his best year yet. The Manscaped 4th Generation Performance Package is just that.
We can't have all those pencils he's putting in his holes getting caught up in pubes. It's the perfect package for his package, which includes the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. Get him the valedictorian of ball trimming so he can join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com, code TRASH.
This package includes the brand new Lawnmower 4.0 and will give him the confidence to do anything you desire. Send him to Smooth Balls University to learn a thing or two, Annie.
Listen, it's sparse, the chemo hair, it's in different chunks. It's never consistent. Get rid of all of it. If you're thinking I want to keep some because it's thinning in other areas, get rid of all the ball hair. We don't want it.
Right. And you guys, it's not that, for me, it's not that I care that there's hair there. I just need to know there's a little bit of effort in terms of grooming. It's such a compliment to me. You're like, you know what? I care about you and also because my face is right there.
Yeah.
So it's like just a little bit of consideration. It goes a very, very long way. The Lawnmower 4.0 also has a 7,000 RPM motor, a new multifunction on and off switch that can engage a travel lock in any. They have that 4,000 4,000K LED spotlight that you talked about.
No hairs get left behind.
And did you know that it was waterproof as well? So you can have that precision in the shower.
I do. I get very horny when I shave, so it has to be.
Seal the deal with Manscaped's liquid formulations. Before heading out with your mans, he can use the Crop Preserver ball deodorant to keep him going in the heat.
Thank you.
Then, after he trims the lawn and whacks the weed in the heat, he can give his balls a boost and use the Crop Reviver.
Thank you again.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code TRASH at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code TRASH at manscaped.com. This year, have your man graduate with a degree in clean balls from Manscaped.
Fall is here, and we could all use a stiff breeze. Wouldn't you agree?
I would like a nice rod of stiff breeze.
That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in.
And Blue Chew, if you don't know what we're talking about, is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets at the fraction of the cost.
So you can take them anytime, day or night. You can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
Here's the thing, they're chewable. It's like you're going to take the medicine and you're going to already be exerting a lot of effort. So, don't have to try to swallow things and do that. Just chew it. Get ready to go. I mean, that didn't make
And the
sense.
best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package, for those of you that are worried about that. With Blue Chew, men everywhere are excited to see the postman, because when your package has arrived, your package has arrived.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Tuesday at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code Tuesday, to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and more and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast.
Ladies, Blue Chew is exclusively for men, but the end result is something you'll both enjoy. So get your man to sign up now. You guys, I got my eyelashes done. Do they look good?
They look
Wait,
good.
you got them done?
Yeah.
By our girl, Arun's.
No, Aruna doesn't do them, but there's a girl in her place that started doing it.
Oh, shout out, by the way, Aruna, best eyebrow threader in
Aruna
all of LA.
threading. She's in on La Brea and Santa Monica.
So that's just, you get to wake up like that. Shut up.
I wake up full stripper. I'm like, oh.
That's so cool.
It takes me like 1 minute to do my makeup. It's crazy. I was late. It's crazy. It's so disrespectful. It's more disrespectful than you know. This was earlier though. I got this at 7:30 in the morning thinking, I wake up with such a plan, you guys.
Do you want to know something about me that probably most people don't know? I cannot spend the night alone. I am terrified.
I could have guessed that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Your
If
family's
Bobby-
around a lot.
When Bobby is out of town, I need my sister or my mom here.
You know, I would always drop everything and sleep over here. I would sleep in the garage. I don't care. I'll sleep anywhere. I'm on the floor.
Dollface season 2 has been canceled due to the disappearance of.
Come back. Like, hey, Esther lives here now.
We have 1 week left. I love sleepover so fucking much. How
You guys,
dare you?
What do you do? Break it down for us. Like, what would
I
we
have
be
a
doing?
surprise for you.
What?
Okay, Todd and I are in the process of getting an arcade and a popcorn.
Machine.
A popcorn
Yeah,
machine?
popcorn machine.
Shut up.
Yeah, I realized yesterday it's like I have to live my best life, and we were gonna go to the movies, and I was like, I don't like the movies anymore.
You
I
just
used
want
to
the
love
popcorn.
movies. I just want the
Then
popcorn.
it's
I was
set.
like, let's just cut the fucking middleman
It's
out.
set. We're doing the sleepover at your
And we're
place.
getting a really big TV.
When? I want
this is
real
next month.
dates.
1 month.
I want hard plans.
We're ordering the TV today. Popcorn machine, I guess, can come too. I think they're only like $200. They're not even that much.
And we're gonna have a sleepover at Annie's place. We're gonna take edibles. We're gonna film it.
Bring dogs too. Bring dogs.
We're gonna taste Khalyla's ass.
We're We're gonna have an ass tasting test.
Pre or post
What does it
popcorn?
pair with? Should I start drinking again? Is it good with white or red wine? I think it goes with Jaeger myself. This asshole pairs well with a Jaeger bomb. Did you ever do a Jaeger bomb? Did you ever drink at all?
Never. I've never tried it.
This is next. Don't actually.
No, I'm
weed
not.
Weed is more controllable.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill.
Do you know that you've sent me into a weed spiral because I keep thinking if Esther can.
You're not the only one. Literally, I've inspired many.
But I can't.
But talk to me about it, because why don't you? What's your problem with it?
Here's what happens. Okay, so I don't really like. Every once in a while, I smoke during the day, right?
Wait, why
Which
don't
is a full self-sabotage.
Can we do this over a banana break? Oh, I
love it when she's
I'm
turned
taking
into
the-
it. I'm gonna eat your asshole.
I know you're attracted to my
you
assertiveness.
really are. Finally. Thank you.
No, okay, I want to hear this. Why? Because this is my big question. When I started trying edibles, I'm like, why would I always hear Whitney and Annie be like, I gotta stop? What? Like, why?
Okay, it may be a personality type. It may be. It's got to be like because I was thinking about it. Can I hypnotize myself to smoke weed appropriately, or do I need to hypnotize myself to quit? Because I'm very black and white. Right?
What do you do it? What's
I
inappropriate?
go every time I consider smoking weed. Every time I'm like about to smoke weed, I go, let's get the highest we've ever fucking been. Like I'm never like, let's get a little high. I'm always like, I want to be like, I want to wake up bottomless with like a Funyun bag. I want to have like my hair extensions still in. Like I want the worst case scenario.
So, but you're saying if you could just take a 2.5 milligram, take a 5.
Just relax with it a little bit.
Then
just
you'd be
giggle.
like, then you could do it all the time. It'd be no big deal.
Right, but I can't, and I eat like crazy. I woke up this morning, and I had an empty ramen cup of soup. Okay, fully
Already,
empty.
this is already bad.
Not like there's some noodles. You know how nobody finishes them? I mean, I drank and licked the styrofoam. Okay, so a cup of soup.
Those are 14 cents.
14 cents. By the way, can I borrow 14 cents?
That's how you save that. That's how you're rich.
That's how I got the popcorn
food
machine.
that costs 14 cents.
Then,
No wonder you can get a Tesla.
Then you can get a Tesla. Bet you have more money than me.
I got a car.
Oh yeah, was that your car out there?
What?
It's really classier than I thought. You couldn't.
You got an Audi? Are we allowed to say? Something
Because-
weird is going on. Why did you get a car?
I have to.
Why?
I've been had to for the last
She's running away
5
from us.
years.
She's scared. You don't
Yeah,
like her to
where
have
you-
transportation away from us?
Yeah, what? Well, I'll monitor the keys.
Well, I have 4 dogs now. That Prius is not going to hold up much longer. It's always so stressful when I have to like take them anywhere.
I have no doubt you're not going to have more dogs too. I have no doubt that 4's a cap.
Don't put that shit on me,
not-
Annie. Don't put that out in the universe
What-
because you might be right.
Why'd you pick that car?
It was either that or like the RAV4 for me because it's about the same size and they didn't have the RAV4 inventory. I guess they're low on the chips, the computer chips or something. That was my number one. And they were like, hey, Audi, this and this. And I was like, I don't deserve anything like a luxury vehicle. It's not me. That's not on brand for me because I'm a
hypnotizing
Corolla
you.
type of gal.
No.
But then I drove it and I was like, holy shit.
Can I just say she's wearing Yeezys and a fucking Corolla? She's not a Corolla, bitch.
And that is
her dad
what
talked
makes
her
me
into
cool.
some bullshit.
That's what makes me cool. The Yeezys in the Corolla.
Your dad talked. Esther, you're like 2 months away from wearing like having a grill or something. You're like, listen, bitch. I know you have money. You're about to pop with this money, okay? I know it. Your friends are too famous. It's gonna happen.
You are an interesting influence.
Listen,
I will admit.
I'm telling you, you can
And
have
I
it all.
think you're rubbing off on Koloko as well.
Listen,
she
guys.
got an Audi.
I went in as an Esther. I left as an Annie.
That's
from the car
Yes.
dealership.
No, I was very impressed. It was a little tame of a color.
Are you wearing Celine sunglasses?
Yes, bitch. Why do you think I
Okay.
put them on right now?
Can I just tell you, I've wanted a pair of Celine sunglasses my
Let's
whole
go
life.
get them today. Let's leave right now. Let's cut this short to go
Where
get
did
them.
you go get them?
That's embarrassing.
Why is that embarrassing?
Because it was a sunglass hut. I bought him like a poor bitch.
Wait, it's a sunglass.
Sunglass hut is just not good. It's not good.
Were they
vibes.
$400?
They were $400, yeah. But I looked at sunglasses that were
not
$600,
compute.
so then that felt
I'm glitching.
cheap. You have to try on the most expensive sunglasses first, and then the rest of them seem so cheap. I'm just leasing them though.
Do we have some fan audio questions this week, George?
We do. All right. First question here is from Andrew.
Santino?
We love our boy slugs.
Hi, Annie, Esther, and Khalyla. I have a hypothetical question for you. If you had the option to go back in time, would you do it? And how far back would you want to go? Love the podcast. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Andrew. You know my answer is yes, 100%. I would just go back to like
I think she would take a Johnny space rocket back in time.
definitely go all the way back to elementary school.
Oh, elementary.
Yeah, and do it all.
You saw that picture she posted. She was the fucking king of that school.
Which picture?
Your little gangster like kindergarten picture that you posted.
I didn't remember that, but I was cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
She peaked in third grade.
That is bad.
What was your favorite time travel movie of all time?
Back to the Future,
Yeah.
1 and 2, for sure.
Someone was saying that isn't a good movie, and I can't allow that.
That's
There's this one
unacceptable.
that's really good with Rachel McAdams. It's called About Time. And I bawled my eyes out when I watched
Never
that.
cried more in my life.
Right?
I cried from the minute it started till I could cry. You
You know
bringing it
why?
up.
His daddy issues.
Daddy issues. I sat next to one of my boyfriends. I can't remember. It was like, I always go on a first date. I went on a first date to Precious, the movie Precious. It was the same amount of crying and horror. I was like my snot, like when you're hyperventilating crying during About
Snot
Time.
bubbles,
It was
yeah.
beautiful. God,
But
that movie was
About Time
gorgeous.
is so good,
Oh.
Esther. I
I've
think
never
you'll
seen
like
it.
that.
Okay.
Should we watch it on our sleepover?
Yes.
We better get a hard date for the sleepover.
Okay.
Because it's pissing me off that it
Okay.
hasn't happened.
Answer Andrew's question, Annie.
This morning when I was getting that Starbucks, and I would just say to myself, bitch, you're not going to be early. Just
Have a
lower the standards. You're going to yell at a GPS. If you keep this up, you're going to be yelling at a GPS. No, I would like to go back in time to the other night when I was talking to my ex-boyfriend and I said my first boundary, and I would like to say I would like to go like this. You know what, dude? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking hear you talk anymore. I
Yeah.
fucking told you I didn't want to hear this, and I'm fucking tired of like trying to make you feel good. It's fucking annoying. You haven't listened to anything I said, and I'm fucking out, bitch. And then flicked a joint in his face.
That's amazing.
That's what I would've
That's
liked
a
to have
great
done.
answer.
I was mad at I was like, oh, I wish I'd been harder.
You know, it's not as good of an answer as reliving your entire elementary school, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty predictable too.
I want to go back in time to when my family doctor fisted my asshole, but
Me too.
Okay.
Mm,
Khalyla's definitely like, she's screaming for help over here.
help me.
What's going on?
I want to go back in time to when I was about a year old, and there's this video of
Oh
me
my goodness.
stealing. We were having a family party, and I stole a chicken drumstick, and my nanny was screaming like she has a drumstick, and I shove it. I go into bed and I shove it under a pillow, and I like sleep on it. There was something very magical and real and true to my character in that moment that I kind of want to relive. Where I'm like, what does that all mean? Why did I think I had to steal food? And why did I shove it and try to hide it?
It's just so weird because Bobby he does have a likeness to a drumstick. He does.
like
He
a
has the body type of a drumstick.
Rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very chickeny.
Why was it magical?
When I look back at it, just the thrill, you could see how excited I was about feeling like I had done something that I was getting yelled at. Actually, I don't think I was one. I think I was like 2.
You want to go back to feeling bad about something you did?
Yeah, like the
Like the
horror of the
excitement
people
of it.
chasing me was really fun. And I'm
You
like
like negative
so happy.
attention, so you're saying.
Is that what it is?
That's what it sounded like. from what you said.
I am sensing there's something about your imagination that was really enjoying that moment, and that you want to have this like imaginative, fun experience like that.
Maybe. Another
yeah.
thing I would go back to is, did you ever threaten to run away
Yes.
from
One
home?
time,
And did
yes.
you?
Yes. No one noticed.
I ran behind a tree.
Famously, no
Again,
one.
you look and you were waiting for them to find, and they're just like cooking dinner.
Yes.
just
Famously,
see
I
them
ran
making
away.
spaghetti?
No one noticed, and I just came home, and that was
How long?
40 minutes.
Poor Esther.
But I have a similar. It's making me think of it. This is sad. It's kind of funny, but I really wanted a sink in my room. I like really wanted my own sink. And so I would do the creepiest thing where I would put a bowl of water in a drawer, and I would just pretend that was like my sink. I would open the drawer.
Why did you want to?
I
Did you
don't-
want to sing?
I
No,
don't-
we have to investigate.
I don't know.
We can get to it.
We can't.
How old were you?
I don't know.
Were you Jacob the dog at this time?
I was older than Jacob the dog. I was probably like, 4th-ish grade. something like that.
Okay, we're getting to being pretty old for this. Did you like watching your mom do dishes or something?
No, I think it was like I wanted my own bathroom sink and that I could just play. I loved playing with water because water was.
It's so weird to bathe so little but love to play with water.
I know.
I want to confess something. I am doing something, Annie, which I think you might find interesting, and is that I've completely stopped watching any porn at all. And I'm trying to get back to a place of just my imagination. And I'm now, because I'm trying to like reconnect with the blood flow into my vagina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Esther's listening.
what's happening is if because there's so many things that desensitize
Esther's on the edge
you.
of her seat and about to slip off it.
So no more vibrators, no more nothing.
Oh,
so
maybe I do know vibrators.
So I'm completely like resensitized. So like I could come to a picture of a man's hand. So my thing now is I am fapping, fully fucking coming to pictures of male hands. Oh. I've gone completely Amish. And now it's like
This is like a foot fetish. You're gonna start just squirting.
Yeah, are you gonna be having troubles out in the world when you see man hands?
I think so. Now it's
And
like
by the way, does it count if they have fingernails on them? One time I was wearing press-on nails to Thanksgiving and my uncle said that I looked like I had transvestite hands, and I always think that now.
when I was a nursing student, the Korean ladies that I would, when they were patients, they would always grab my hand and be like, "Oh, you have really pretty hands. Take care of them." And I felt so honored because if the Asian ladies know about skincare and good hands, and I think that's because I sweat so much. They've kept
maybe,
lubricated my whole life.
For sure.
Hands
Yeah.
are a thing I think you just don't even think about until they're gone, and then you go, "Oh, shit."
But man's hands are hot.
They are.
Yeah.
They're hot. There's no question.
Could you guys come to a picture of a man's hand?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, like torn up, like when they're just biting and nervous. They're so nervous to be around me.
That will not do it for me, but I'm so jealous of your current sexual tolerance.
Send me man hands. No more dick pics. That does not work for me. Man hands.
There's a certain type of calf too that's really hot on a guy.
For sure.
Back.
My neighbor growing up, my friend Matt, was so hot. He was just he was like my type, and then everything was hot that was like him forever. And Todd definitely has
Matt vibes.
all of it. He's just Todd's just tall and cute. I mean, he definitely we smoke weed and eat some shit, but I can't control my eating. I gotta stop smoking.
How did you make that transition?
What?
From talking about how hot your boyfriend is to
I just
have
started
to
thinking
stop
about how
eating.
fat we're getting. I was like, oh God, we're getting
I
fat.
heard a new tip for if you smoke weed to not get the munchies is you rinse your mouth out with Listerine.
Oh.
Or,
Does that really work?
Yeah.
Why?
And then when you get
Mouth
horny, you just douche with it.
Yeah.
How does that help?
It cuts the mouth it's the weed in your mouth that makes you hungry.
It's like the enzymes or
Yeah.
something. Oh my God, I love that.
Try it out. Will you let us know?
I start chugging it. I relapse on the alcohol of.
Will you let us know, Annie, if
Yeah.
that works?
Yeah.
Do we have another question, George?
Question from Britt.
Hey, you filthy little slug.
Oh,
Yes.
My question is, have you ever eaten out a man's asshole? And if you have, let's hear the story. And if not, let's hear your thoughts.
I was about to eat a man's asshole out. A woman with man shoulders. Just kidding.
It's true.
I'm not an asshole eater myself.
I'm
am
an
not.
asshole eater.
I'm not either.
Look at my face. This is the face of an asshole eater.
You have those DAEs. Wait, I mean AAD.
No,
Instead of ASLs, I was trying to say
AELs.
AELs.
yeah,
Thank you.
AELs.
That's my girl.
A B C D.
I have to do the whole alphabet to get to it.
Wait, is it really AEL?
I can't.
Ass eating lips.
That's what we made up instead of dick sucking lips.
Somehow the universe just gives me gems. I'm not even going to tell you why that's a gem, but it's a gem. Anyways, look at
Tell
my
us
face.
why it's a gem.
I'll tell you after, but
Esther's to leave. I'm gonna find out, and she's never gonna know.
It's fine.
You're over FOMO? Oh my God, weed is a cure. I never thought weed was a medicine until now. It's
So
a medicine for me. I dose her with it.
I have a question for you guys. So if Dave and Todd were like, hey, it's just, this really turns me on.
100%
It's like,
I would do it.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Then you are an asshole eater.
Yeah.
It's whether it's, a lot of men that I've been with don't ask for that, but it's just I'm game for anything.
Well, it depends on the guy too, because I've definitely like dated a guy where it's like you can see and he sucks and he's not like worried about me coming in any way, and then he's like I can see him sort of like inching his asshole closer to my face when I'm blowing. I'm like no, we're not doing a hip thrust where your asshole's no, you're not.
Wait,
you've done nothing for me.
This is gonna sound really.
I'm gonna go to your asshole. You've done nothing for me.
That is okay. This is gonna sound so superficial, but I don't like it when men arch their back.
No.
It's gay. I'm sorry. It's gay. I'm sorry, okay? Cancel me for the truth. Cancel me for the truth.
Okay, even if they're
I'll
going
go down
on
on this fucking ship, okay? But I will not go down on a man that arches his back.
Here's what I'll say. Okay, if a guy is going down on me, and if I look this way and his ass is arched as he's eating me out, I am, for some reason that does not work for me. Flatten your bodies and your legs
I'd
hang
rather
low.
cow than cat, if you know what I mean. I'd rather cow than cat. I'd rather have you arched in a way that looks like your ass is pushing in.
Yes, cow. We need cow, no cat. Please, no cat. Wait,
Try to just be regular, please.
wait. Which one is cow and which one is cat?
Cow is up like this and cat, wait.
Cat is arched.
Cat has
cat
to be
is
arched,
arched.
right?
Yeah. I
doesn't
gotta say.
Esther's heard of yoga. I don't know if she's done it. She looks cute in the clothes. I don't know if she's ever.
Wait,
I've
here's
never seen her
another thing.
sweating in them.
Here's another thing I planned for us on our trip to Hawaii. We're doing a yoga session with my favorite yoga instructor, Kara. She's going to lead a session
Is
for
it
us, and we're going to
Kundalini?
record it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
That's great.
Amazing.
Anything you want me to do, I'll do.
yeah, we're going to do it.
Anything.
Is this getting planned for real?
Yes, Esther. Everybody's schedules work, so
Okay,
Are
we're
we
gonna
text
bringing
me the
boys?
dates.
we are bringing boys.
We're
I
bringing
think.
boys,
Yeah, because we
okay.
cannot be left to our own
Dave
devices.
is coming because Dave wants to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, I can't go to Hawaii without my.
We're
fiancé
going.
Angel.
Yeah.
I would
I don't know if Bobby
actually-
can come, but he's gonna.
Do you think people are gonna think Todd's Hawaiian?
He's a local boy?
He's so cute. I'll make him climb up a tree and get me a coconut.
Oh,
I have to go to work.
Johnny Rockets calls.
Johnny Rockets. No, Dollface. It's our last week. My parting words are thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I will eat your ass. And I swear, if we don't get a fucking sleepover and a trip to Hawaii, and I'll even throw out the Vegas thing on the book soon.
Yeah.
You're
quitting?
I'm quitting the show. So that's
Will you eat my ass out in my Tesla?
I will. You know what? If you listen to me, Annie, you stick it out from the window, and I will eat it from outside. But
Now
you're
I want to
inside.
get the one with these ones because I want it to like. I want this. The
When does
doors
your
to go up
Tesla
like this.
come?
End of December.
Okay.
Exciting. We're gonna just gangbang. We'll just
I'm
have a
getting a wrap
gangbang in
on
the
it
Tesla
too. We have to figure out the wrap. Also, do you guys want to get a billboard?
on a bus stop. Yeah, in K Town.
Yeah.
Let's
But
get a billboard.
okay.
Yeah, let's get a billboard.
I want a billboard. George,
George, get us a billboard
get us
now.
a fucking billboard. If you're
Bye,
gonna start
Esther.
dressing up like us, get us a fucking billboard.
Have fun at work.
Have fun. Say hi to all your famous rich friends. Oh my god.
Our little Hollywood starlet.
I had cat cow pulled up.
That's so funny
Oh,
what you
that's
just said.
so funny.
So basically this, let me show you guys what I don't want when I
This is cat pose.
get eaten out.
Okay.
All right, for all the audio listeners, Annie is on her back. They're a long ways from many microphones. Khalyla is.
This is what I don't want. I
don't Annie is want spreading this. her legs. Khalyla.
view that your ass is sticking out like
Yeah, and then I want to. I shouldn't be able to see your ass over your shoulder.
Yeah, I don't
Khalyla
like
has her
this.
butt up in the air, very much like a cow pose in yoga.
So I want just a little more arch and then flatten your legs on the bed, okay?
Don't be like this.
Yeah, for God's sake, don't do
Because
it.
you're perching your asshole to get fucked by a man. Do you understand? You're perching your asshole to get fucked by a man.
Which is
And listen,
totally okay.
It's
That's what-
totally okay. And also, by the way, bye guys, you get the most pussy. We know it. Okay, we know that you get the most pussy by men, but it's because we're leaning into the arch. But it's like when I'm trying to when I want to fucking rod, okay, it cannot be delivered with an ass that's puckered and ready to get penetrated. For me, I'm not. You can do that. But here's another thing I've been thinking about with kink shaming and stuff. Okay, so obviously everybody, you probably all know that I pixelate my feet because men are always asking for pictures of my feet, and I found out I was on WikiFeet, and it just freaked me out. I didn't realize I had this genital that was exposed. And so now I'm saving my feet for
My
marriage.
genital wears cowboy boots.
My genital is covered by a cowboy. Speaking of cowpos, my point was when the foot fetish people get mad at me for pixelating my feet, it's like, first of all, the reason it doesn't exist if it's accepted.
Yeah.
The hot part is that it's weird and people don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that is what a kink is.
Yeah.
Like if we all were like, okay, and it's not like, I don't care what people do to other people's bodies that are consenting. It's like not my problem. But if you want, you can't have my feet.
You can, but also it's kind of up the value of your feet a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, for
so
the right
I think
price,
it's
$1 million.
a very good marketing strategy, in my opinion.
Let's add some zeros to this one. And you can see these feet, okay? And this hand will turn into a foot real quick. Would you eat asshole even if it killed you?
I don't know.
Her saying that her asshole is cleaner than her outside cannot be correct.
I just want to know.
I think
all
there's
I need to
stigma
know is
around
this.
stinky genitals.
I need to know how you wipe. If I see her one time wiping back to front, it's over. I know her entire routine of asshole cleaning, and I am out.
Well, here's the thing. I do not have a bidet,
Right? Okay.
but I will never. I
You do
wipe till
mechanical. Mechanical. Filipinos do mechanical. I'll show you great mechanical cleaning with a tabo. Yeah.
What's it called?
Tabo, it's like this
Tabo.
thing it's like you can use anything, a water bottle, or you can use like
Yeah.
a cup. And I'll teach you guys the technique next time.
Let's show it. We should show it on the
Just you need mechanical washing.
This looks like the cure to hemorrhoids that I found on YouTube.
Have you ever had a hemi?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I think aren't they for life?
You can get a hemorrhoidectomy. You get them removed if
Really?
it bothers you. Because I had a friend who had little cherry down there, and it
Yeah.
was really starting to like pop out, and she had to push it back in, and it hurt her a lot, like the friction and the dryness.
I've never had like painful hemorrhoids.
You're lucky because they can hurt a lot.
I'm very lucky. Listen, when it comes to hemorrhoids, I'm a fucking lucky ass bitch, okay?
I don't have one yet. I'm sure I have a lot of internal ones. I think everyone does. but
I
don't
do
have one
feel
yet.
like I've learned my lessons. Like you can't sit on the toilet too long. You definitely can't. There's a feeling of a stretch that you know something's going wrong. You're tearing something, and something will come in its place. Something will fill it. It's like
a baby,
a, little,
tiny little baby.
a mini hemi. All right, guys, this has been so fun. Esther's abandoned us for Hollywood. Are you guys a cat or are you a cow? Comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your girlfriends, tell your boyfriends, tell everyone. We're here. We made this all for you. Please enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, good. Hey, sorry. What time is it over there?
6 in.
Oh,
this
shit.
This is very important. We're glad we woke you up.
This is not the question you want to hear at 6 a.m. I don't think.
Give it a go. Why not? Let's have a crack.
Okay, speaking of crack,
You're very on brand.
I just want to know, because I've never had a point of reference before, and I've never had anyone tell me anything in regards to how I actually taste. But I wanted to know if you can remember what my asshole tastes like.
Delicious.
Maybe this is what he wanted to wake up to. Okay.
Okay, you're free to expand on how delicious if
Now,
you
when
want.
on a scale of battery acid and AAA to a D battery,
Yeah, double D battery.
double D battery. Okay.
What's a double?
No,
what does that
look,
even mean?
Definitely up there. Look, I don't just go down on any random chick. It's going to have to be my partner's ass. So you're definitely up there. I'll tell you that much. So
Oh,
let's leave
this
it
is
at that.
like a romantic comedy right now. This
Okay,
is
I'm sweating so much right now. I have to hang up. Thank you so much for answering that question, and I'll hit you up later to apologize. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to pull out my laptop now, and the porno channel's coming on.
Yeah, he's definitely like so hard.
All right, I'll hit you
All right,
up
ladies.
later.
Take care.
All
Okay,
right, we
bye.
miss you. You sound so hot. I've never seen. I don't know if I've seen an ugly Australian man.
He's not ugly. I just couldn't really deal with the pressure of that. I thought he might say it wasn't good. I was stressed.
But the opposite happened, and how did it make you feel?
caught off guard because I wasn't. He would have been like, it was fine. I didn't know he would say delicious.
Maybe this is time for you to realize
I'm delicious.
that your image of yourself is not accurate. It doesn't match those around you. Maybe this is a groundbreaking moment for you.
Maybe my ass is delicious, George, and maybe I should have him speak to Bobby and say, hey, her ass is delicious. Give it a whirl.
And so do you think you've taken on Bobby not wanting to eat asshole as him not wanting to eat your asshole?
Yes.
Okay, you've taken something personally.
I took it I have been taking it personally. And it's just not something that he likes to do ever for anyone. I don't think if Jesus came down and spread his cheeks apart and said, Bobby, I need you to eat my ass, I don't think Bobby would.
He's grossed out by it.
He just doesn't want to do it. But that's the truth. I didn't know that was the truth. Now I know it might be.
Yeah,
the
maybe you
truth,
need to be like, listen, I'm top on the menu in Australia. Okay. The Vegemite comes second to my asshole, okay? I got the veggie munch right here, all right?
I love how you call it Vegemite.
What is it? Vegemite?
Vegemite.
Vegemite. I don't know. I always imagine being Vegemite. Like, ew, that actually sounds so gross.
It might be veggie.